Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina. I'm so excited because I get to catch up with one of my favorite fun downtown Lancaster people. She shares with us what they've got going on, what they've got coming up, so hopefully you can get the opportunity to participate and volunteer or attend to one of those events. So many things that go on in our downtown Lancaster area. And then I get to have a Teacher of the Month, and we got to take a trip back in memory lane for me, I guess is how we can say it, because it is a music teacher, director, you'll see, vocal director of Berne Union Schools. You'll find out, stick around. It's Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have got Amanda Everitt with me. She is the Executive Director of Destination Downtown Lancaster. DDL is what many of you out there call. Yes. So, Amanda, always fun things going on in our downtown. Before I get to you and to find out the things that are coming up, I have to say I travel quite a bit. Now, it's usually up and down like the East Coast, that from here to, sometimes I hit small towns and I go through small towns and things. And I have to say, and I said this, no lie, yesterday or Saturday, that I've gone through so many towns where I look at them and I go, this is so sad that they don't have what we have in Lancaster, because there are people that don't have the heart for it, that want to make it. And I know that we have been revitalized for quite a few years now and things are going great. But this is why we are where we are, with the things that we can offer those in the community for what we have happening in our downtown Lancaster. Is that not so? I mean, we are blessed is what I'm trying to say, and very, very lucky.
We really are. Downtown Lancaster has beautiful bones. So we were always set up for success because we do have such rich historic architecture.
Yep.
But truly, the difference between a historic downtown that is thriving and the one that is not is one simple answer, and that's apathy. Mm-hmm. If there is a lack of apathy, if you have community members that care about the places that they live, that they mm-hmm. work, that they play, you're going to see people pulling together to do the things that need to be done to bring about a vibrant downtown landscape. And when you have a population of people that really don't care very much, you're going to see things fall into disrepair.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we're all just fighting apathy and trying to ensure that people feel a sense of civic pride about downtown Lancaster and a feeling of connectedness to the place that they live.
And I think it also says so much to those that stuck it out for what we went through 5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago. And I say, and I mean stuck it out,
Mm-hmm.
because there were some major challenges that they had faced at that time. But now it's like we are like way on the other side of it, way on the, and they kept going though. They didn't give up. And that's what you're speaking about as well.
Truly,
it's like getting it there, but keeping it there, keeping it thriving and going.
Yeah, the pandemic was, as you said 5 years ago, the pandemic was one of those pivotal moments. Mm-hmm. But truly, there have been individuals and businesses
yes.
that have been sticking it out for the last 20 to 25 years. You think about, Ava Jewelers, who's about to retire.
I know, you gave me that. I got
at the
instant
end of
goosebumps
this
hearing
month.
you say that.
But
Yeah.
they were thriving in the downtown and were active in the Downtown Business Association.
Yeah.
You think about Art and Clay. You think about Tracy Lynn's collections. You think about Paloma Spiritual Salon. So many of these women-led businesses that have been active for 20 plus years within the downtown district. And it wasn't easy back then.
Right.
It was much easier and much more profitable at that point in time to go out to the mall or to a strip mall. And so none of these developments would have happened without some of those folks layering in year after year and doubling down and saying, this place is worth investing in. Matt Brady and Ale House has been open now for over 10 years.
I can't believe it's been that long already.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so these are the people, the humans and the businesses that stuck it out and made that decision to care about historic downtown Lancaster. And it's made all the difference.
And I'm kind of like trying to go quickly through my mind. 100% of the businesses downtown are small businesses. Am I correct?
That is correct.
That's what I thought. I know you kind of, I don't think there's any that is a big, huge national debt. And that in a small business are those individuals or family-run businesses that have stuck it out.
These are your friends.
That's again, yes.
These are your neighbors. These are the people that you're in line with at the grocery store, that you sit next to at church. And so really taking back your local economy and saying, listen, 67 cents out of every dollar that we spend when you spend it at a small business, not just in downtown Lancaster, but locally owned and operated. Always shop local if you can first, because you enrich yourselves. We enrich our own local economy, and more of that money stays here when we invest in small businesses.
And I know this is kind of like off, but it's not exactly, because when you do go to these small businesses and you build those relationships, then maybe possibly when there is a pandemic and you might be in the grocery store and you might see a business owner that says to you, they're putting toilet paper out in 5 minutes. That's what they told us. And you get the insight on getting toilet paper for your house during a pandemic. Those are really, I'm laughing about it. But seriously, one of our downtown businesses friends saw me and they're like, hey, Tina. And I'm like, yeah.
Clearly Tina
like,
has some post-pandemic
like,
PTSD over the toilet paper
no,
thing.
no,
And that's real and fair. And I'm here to validate that for you.
But it just makes me laugh because you remember what it was like. But when you make those relationships with those people, those little things that may seem little right now that were kind of big then, comes back to say, that's because we have those relationships with those people.
And I'm just
going to, in town.
I'm just going to share my hot take on this as well. I think that the most important thing that we get beyond even the economic advantage for our community is truly that human connection.
Yes.
And at a time when our country is more divided than it has ever been before, I think that having relationships with the people that grind your beef, you know, if you're going to get some steaks cut over at Bay's, if you need to go and grab a head of fresh lettuce from the Keller Market House and know where it's coming from, you get to talk to those shopkeepers. When you're in the downtown and you're about to have a dinner party and you can go into Gay Fad Studios and have them help you. These relationships and speaking to a real human that lives in the same community as you knocks down so many barriers and walls, and it's just better for our souls as humans. It's so easy to go online and shop and have it delivered within 2 days. But I'll tell you what, we miss out on the humanity of what it is to engage in commerce. And if we miss out on too many opportunities to engage in general humanity, we're lost. And so I cannot overstate enough how important it is to engage in community, even when you're thinking about engaging in commerce.
Yes. No, I agree. And I am that person. I don't do online. I want to go out and see it and experience and see it. And people are like, you don't? I'm like, no. And
how many times have you been shopping or dining or out for a drink with friends when you've run into other community members and you've been able to have a conversation, grab a pint, or you're out walking your dogs in downtown Lancaster, run into neighbors? There's so many opportunities, again, for human connection and relationship building, and that's what leads to a stronger community.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And a healthier life. It
Yeah.
really is. It helps you.
Absolutely.
I think it is for all of us to have that, just for a couple of minutes. But anyway, so yeah, I know. I love having you with me. Yes, and talking about things like that. And then we have a ton of things going on.
We have so many.
Yes.
We have so many opportunities outside of just eating, drinking, and shopping to come downtown and connect with community. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got our big downtown cleanup day coming up on Saturday, April 26th, which is such an incredible civic pride moment for us within the downtown, because we have volunteers, over 300 volunteers will be spread throughout the downtown district, cleaning out tree wells, mulching the tree wells, picking up trash, painting benches and trash cans, scrubbing sidewalks. And it's just wonderful to see, business owners, city council members, the mayor, police officers, as well as students from all of the different local schools, just volunteering alongside neighbors, rolling up their sleeves, and it's going to be a fantastic day.
Does anybody have to bring anything along with them? Trash bags, gloves, things like that?
We will have gloves. We will have trash bags. We always say, if you've got a blower or any digging tools to get out weeds, we always encourage you to bring that. But we're really, really lucky as well, because you can get a free lunch out of it.
Oh.
Because once again, Brad Hutchinson and Midoff Companies is sponsoring the lunches. And so there'll be vouchers for anyone who volunteers that day for up to $10 at any of the downtown lunch businesses.
Oh, nice.
And so it's great for those businesses as well. They know they're going to get an additional 300 individuals that are coming in to spend money in their restaurants that day. And it's just a really feel-good time.
Yes, wonderful. That's just one thing.
Just one thing.
Summer's just coming up. I mean, spring, summer's going to be here, and then we're going to be in the thick of the whole, all of the fun things happening.
Anybody that wants to volunteer for Downtown Cleanup Day or any of our other events, we always have volunteer opportunities listed on our website. Go to our event page, and you can click on those events, and there are links to volunteer at each and every one of those at destinationdowntownlancaster.com.
Anything else that's big coming up in May?
Yes, we've got our first Saturday cinema. We're going to be showing Trolls on May 10th. Pre-movie activities start at 7:30 in the afternoon, and it's a great free family fun opportunity to grab some popcorn and watch a great movie in the heart of our city.
Bring a blanket. What about chairs?
Yeah, bring a blanket, bring chairs. Yes, the community dining area will be set up, so we will have some tables and chairs there. But I always think it's pretty great when you can bring those fantastic bag chairs. I tell you what, these are pretty comfy. Can we get a foldable version of these, Tina, for Saturday cinema?
Yeah, maybe, possibly. But, we got to go around and find who can get those chairs for us. I was going to ask you something. When do they close off? Are they going to have the street closed off by then?
Yes,
because I think that's
that gets closed off
Broad Street
on May. On May 9th. That's the first day of the summer
9th.
street closure.
Okay.
So that everything will be secure and safe for all of the activities that we have that are going to be happening all summer long.
All right. And is there something every weekend?
There is something almost every weekend. Check out our community events calendar at destinationdowntownlancaster.com to see what not only DDL is doing, but what your local community groups are hosting down in Zane Square.
Okay, when is the first Friday night bandstand?
The first Friday night bandstand. Oh, you asked me too fast, Tina. But you can find.
It's usually in May.
It's usually in May. I don't have that date memorized, but that is on the Lancaster Parks website.
That's what I thought, Lancaster Parks. Okay,
and they've also uploaded that to our community calendar. So truly, anything that you want to find out the date for, you can check that out at our community calendar.
Okay. Anybody that has any further questions, is it best just to go to the Facebook or the websites?
Yeah, check out our website or give us a call at 740-277-6607 or check out our website, destinationdowntownlancaster.com.
Awesome. And just, friends, if you do get a chance, go stop by Ava Jewelers. You got until the month to just give your greetings, tell them a story maybe of something that you can share with them about what they have done, an engagement or something, because I'm sure that David and Ava and the staff there would enjoy to hear that.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. It's Down Home with Tina.
For the last 30 years, I've worked in Fairfield County. The beauty of working in this county is it's small enough that you get to know people on an individual level, that you get to do the kind of work you want to do personally, but it's large enough that we have some resources and we have some ability to bring coalitions together to make some bigger changes.
You have the benefits of a suburban community, and Columbus isn't too far away if you want to get that urban experience. Plus, if I ever feel like I need to get away for a little bit, there's tons of great hiking around here.
Well, Fairfield County is just a really different county, so it's very resource rich. There are so many people in similar and overlapping helping fields. They make excellent community partners.
We all know each other and we don't compete with each other. Like agency-wide, we're all here to serve our clients, and you know someone everywhere, you know what I mean? And so that, I just feel like that helps it to get our clients the best care. So that's a big thing for me.
Community, connections, collaboration. The Fairfield County Way.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have got a teacher with me. He is the Teacher of the Month, which is brought to us by Cryo Communications. His name is Noah Ott. He is the Berne Union High School Director of Vocal Music. I love music. I share this with most of those who come in here that are here to talk about music. And I can't sing with a lick. I think I scare my dog sometimes because I can see the look on her face and she's like, Mom. And I'm like, sorry, Sage. But I love it just because of the way that it makes you feel. You want to feel good. You play that good upbeat song that you know, and you usually know right away what the song's going to be in your life when you hear one song for the first time. And then there's those other ones you're just like, oh, that just, oh, I love this song, but oh, it brings back memories that might make you. There's so much feeling I feel for me with music, so I just love it. I'm so glad that we have folks like you that encourage it, that teach it, that do everything that you do, because you do more than just the music side of it at Berne Union, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So will you tell me a little bit about what all it is that you do, and then we'll go on to talk about why you decided to.
For sure. So my official title is the Director of Vocal Music, and I teach grades 7 through 12 choir. That's usually what I tell people. Like any job, there are things attached to that I never thought I'd be signing up for, you know, but I love what I do. So in addition to teaching curricular choirs during the day, I teach a handful of music electives, and that varies based on the semester. So right now I have 2 sections of a middle school general music class. That's with grades 7 and 8. And then I also have a high school elective, which is history of popular music, or history of Western music. History of popular music is another class that I've taught, but history of Western music is basically like a music history class from the medieval era all the way up to modern classical music. So I do a lot, as well as directing the theater. I co-direct theater with my wife at Berne Union.
Okay, so you said they're electives.
Yes.
So they're not required to take?
Correct.
Okay, but what about the 7th and 8th grade? Are those required? I thought back in the day they were.
They
made you get up there and sing.
Some students may think they are required, but they are not. I think it appears on a lot of schedules, but
well,
it is an elective.
Okay, yeah. Always?
Yeah.
Did they make me do that? And I did love, again, I loved music.
Yeah.
So, yeah. My teacher, my music teacher at the time, Miss Cummins was her name.
Yes.
That married Mr. McGrady and still married today. I don't even know when she had retired. I'm sure it's probably been several years now. Is who she was probably like, Tina, no. Tina, no. And she would dread when I mean, when I say that, it's not, but we had some really talented kids.
Yeah.
So how do you, you said you have choir.
Yes.
How do you choose which ones? You can probably only have so many in choir, right?
No,
nice.
The more the merrier. We've not yet hit our capacity. So when I started, the program was sitting at about 20 or so in high school choir, and about 6 in junior high choir. High school choir is at about 30 now, and junior high choir is about 20. So we've not hit our capacity yet. I would love to see all of these numbers triple and double over time, you know.
Do you have that Tina that comes to class and you're just kind of like, friend, I'm just thinking it's not your thing. Have you ever had to do that? You know, because they have the American Idol and they have those that do the auditions and they're the worst singer. I'm not saying I'm that bad, maybe I am, but because I know my limit and I would not do that to a teacher. I really would not, because I thought it was required. But do you have, and how do you tell those, your loved ones, that I had sisters, they're like, no, Tina, stop.
Yeah, well, siblings are good for that kind of thing. In my experience, many siblings
do you talk
will.
to the sibling?
Well,
hey, Fred,
no,
you might want Sally to know that music's not a thing.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm sure you don't.
I tell everyone that there's never been anyone that I've met that I can't teach to sing. And that's true. Many times, yes. Many times people come in, especially middle school boys when they're going through their voice change, like they come in and your voice is an instrument, right? So in a lot of ways, like you're walking around, you're talking throughout the day and you're just not using it as an instrument and learning, okay, how do I escape my kind of normal speaking intonation and get to places where I can sing, and hearing a note and then matching that note with my voice, like that's a skill that most people just have, and some people don't, but it can be learned for sure. So there are students every single year that come in that love it, that want it, and I'm able to kind of spend some individual time with them to get them to the place where they can be a really high functioning member of the team there in choir. And that's what I love very much, is to see a kid start in one place and to go to another place and say, like, I started the year here and now I really feel like I have a place here. That's what I love about teaching the arts.
That is really cool. That is really cool. And then they have what is Showboat, which I think it's been Showboat since the beginning of time.
Forever.
Forever, like, and I go back quite a ways too. But I remember it being, I mean, so I don't even know how many years, I don't know if you do or not, but you've taken over that?
I co-direct Showboat with Mr. Latour, the director of the band.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Latour, yes.
He and I work very closely for that project and for many things throughout the year. Mr. Latour is also helping out with the musical that we have coming up in a couple weeks here. So, yes.
So you have a musical coming up?
Yes, we do.
I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah, it's the first 2-act musical production that Berne Union has done in 35 years.
That's why I didn't know, because I was like,
it is not a normal thing for us, but my wife who teaches preschool at Berne Union, Abigail Ott, she and I direct theater together, and it has been really a labor of love for us to revive the theater program. We had been doing 1-act plays every year, and it's been a long time, like I said, over 35 years since we've done a 2-act musical. And this is, my wife and I both grew up doing musicals, so this is something that we really wanted to see happen. So we're doing the Addams Family musical. The dates are April 25th, 26th, and 27th. It's coming up very soon. We're so excited about it. It's been so much fun.
So, how many years this year? It's been, we did them, they had them in high school when I was
Really?
there. I think so.
I think the last show
because I remember doing, when I was little, they would have those, and I don't think it was Showboat. When the West was that one of them? Oh, we have pictures. Oh, I got to get some pictures to Josh. I think that because it was, of course, with the music. That's probably last time. Well, because I graduated 35 years ago.
The last musical that Berne Union did was My Fair Lady, on the high school side. Of course, the elementary schoolers do little plays and stuff, but My Fair Lady was the last 2-act musical that Berne Union has done. It was, I think, 35 plus years ago. Yes.
Which would have been 1990. Oh my goodness, that was my senior year. That would have been the last year that you guys would have done the, oh my word, how did that not come to my, well, because I just didn't piece it all together with time and all of that.
Right.
Wow. That is awesome. That is awesome that you do have, absolutely, yeah. So do folks need to get those who want to come and watch, do they get tickets? And
yes,
do they get them now? Do they get them at the door? How does that all work?
You can do either. Tickets are selling right now, so we've sold about 100 tickets per night, and it's a 500-seat auditorium. So they are starting to go quicker and quicker as time goes on. If you would visit the Berne Union Music Boosters Facebook page, there's a link there, and there's a graphic with a QR code, and you'll text a number and reserve tickets that way.
So Noah, I know that I didn't even get to this part of it. Why did you decide to get into music and do all of this?
Oh, it had such a formative impact on me when I was in high school, especially. I remember being 14 my freshman year of high school, and I had always done choir and 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I liked it, and I felt like I had a place there. I don't really remember much from those days, but I just remember always knowing that that's something that I wanted to have in my schedule. And in high school, I was really affected by my high school choir director. Her name is Beth Pullen. She's now the director of choral activities at Mount Union University, or the University of Mount Union. And I just remember really feeling like I had a place there. And especially when I started theater, I felt like this is something that I'm good at. This is an outlet for me, and this gets me to socialize with other people like me. And I really had a place. And I remember having these moments where I would look at either Beth, my choir director, or my other arts educators and thinking like, I want to do that. I want to do for other people what they're doing for me right now. And yes.
And that's what you have done, and you've opened those doors to those students at Berne Union to be able to say, you know what, that's where I belong.
Right.
That's my place. Because if you didn't have it before, then they wouldn't have a place.
Right.
But now you're opening up that for them. So I love it. Oh, I'm so glad that you're at Berne Union. Thank you so much. And hopefully folks can get out there and go to see the Addams Family that you said.
Please
that
come
would
out
be
and see our show.
First one in 35 years. Yes, awesome.
It's
okay,
exciting.
Folks, don't go anywhere. Thank you so much. Oh, he's my teacher of the month. Yes, Crocker, you a little gift. It's not a whole lot.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, folks, you don't go anywhere. You can go somewhere. I'll be back in just a minute. It's Downhill with Tina.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Downhill with Tina is brought to you by these wonderful sponsors. If you find you would like to be a sponsor of the show, just reach out to me, downhillwithtina@gmail.com. So you all know that I'm a teacher. Right now I am teaching 4 and 5-year-olds. And first of all, I love to share stories and I love to just do different things. But I have learned recently that I have become even, dramatic, let's say. Have you ever tried to entertain 4 and 5-year-olds? That some of them do kind of have that, they call ADD, but I'm not going to diagnose any of them, but they just are. Hey, I'm somebody I'm like that. Sometimes I'm squirrely and it's like squirrel and then I come back to it usually. However, it can be tough sometimes. So, keeping them entertained, I have to. So I apologize if sometimes I'm in a story and I get all into it and then my arms are going and I'm doing this or things like that. So anyways, I'm at the detention center when I'm here in Ohio, and which I am going to be coming back more so on a permanent basis. This is exciting to say. I've missed everybody and I've missed my kids at the detention center as well. However, I had one of them ask me, Miss T, because they call me Miss T everywhere that I teach, what is procrastination? And I looked at him and I just thought it was fun because Josh always asks me, my producer here for the show, do you have your list of the lineup of today's show? So I tell the youth, I said, procrastination is Miss T when she's on set and Josh looks at me and says, do you have that list for the lineup for your show? And I'm like, I'll get it to you here shortly when I should have had it last week. It's waiting till the last minute. So procrastination, I need to work on that, folks. So anyways, I hope you have a great week. I'll be back next. God bless and good day.